In Washington this week, the United States Supreme Court did something remarkable by doing nothing at all. No press conference, no fiery dissent, no dramatic courtroom showdown, just a quiet refusal to reopen one of the fiercest moral battles in modern American life. The court declined to hear an appeal from Kim Davis, the former Kentucky clerk who refused to issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples a decade ago. She wanted the justices to overturn Obergefell v. Hodges, the 2015 decision that legalized same-sex marriage across America. The court said nothing. But in that silence, it spoke volumes. Nearly 10 years ago, Davis went to jail for defying a federal order. She became a symbol of religious resistance, praised by conservative politicians, vilified by civil rights advocates, and held up as proof that America's culture war was far from over. But time changes everything. Public opinion shifted. Same-sex couples married, had children, bought homes, built ordinary lives, and in that ordinariness lies the revolution's success. Even the court's most conservative justices seem to recognize that there's no turning back. Justice Amy Coney Barrett has said that some rulings become too woven into society to undo. Same-sex marriage, she implied, is one of them. This moment marks a strange kind of stability for a deeply divided country. The same court that reversed Roe v. Wade and ended the constitutional right to abortion chose not to touch Obergefell. Why? Because this right, unlike abortion, has become structurally irreversible. Love became law, and law became routine. When a revolution becomes paperwork, marriage licenses, tax filings, custody rulings, it's no longer revolutionary, it's just life. But across the Atlantic, the story is shifting in the opposite direction. In Hungary, Viktor Orbán has turned anti-LGBTQ rhetoric into a national creed. In Poland, so-called LGBT-free zones still stain the political map. And in Italy, Giorgia Meloni's government is erasing non-biological parents from official documents. The United States, often accused of moral decline, now looks strangely stable next to parts of Europe. Its institutions, not its politicians, held the line. So what should we make of the court's silence? Maybe it's a sign of exhaustion. Maybe it's a quiet recognition that freedom, once lived, can't be rolled back without breaking something fundamental. When Kim Davis stood behind her desk in 2015, she said she was defending God's law. 10 years later, the court reminded the nation without a single word that in America, civil law still stands higher. That's not a liberal victory. It's an institutional one. If you found this analysis insightful, give this video a like, subscribe to Western Relations, and visit westernrelations.com for deeper stories on how politics, culture, and power are reshaping the Western world. Because sometimes silence isn't retreat, it's the sound of democracy holding firm. Thank you for watching.